The minimum and maximum values of quadratics are the vertexes. So this is really important to understand. You ever want to find a minimum or maximum, you have to find the vertex. That actually makes a lot of sense too, because a quadratic is a U-shaped graph, and the vertex happens to be at the very, very, very bottom, which in this case is the minimum, or if it's a negative quadratic, the vertex is at the very, very, very top, which is the maximum. So how do you find the vertex when just given a formula? In one of my other videos I talk about the axis of symmetry. Well, that's necessary. So you need the formula negative b over 2a. In this function, a happens to be negative 1 and b happens to be negative 4. So you're going to take those and plug those in. Negative negative 4 all over 2 times negative 1, which is positive 4 all over negative 2, which is negative 2. Okay. So the axis of symmetry is technically the x value of the vertex. So, as I said before, you got this vertex. Right now, you've got part of the answer. You have negative 2. So, how do you find this? The concept of inputs and outputs. Take this and make it an input. So, you have the function f of negative 2, negative negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2 plus 1. Now I recommend this to all my students. Use parentheses when you are trying to substitute in values, because then your order of operations is very clear. Negative 2 squared happens to be positive 4. However, there is still this negative on the very outside, so it's negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 2, positive 8 plus 1, which gives you 5. Which means your vertex is 2, 5, which happens to be your maximum, because this quadratic is facing down. And you know it's facing down because of this right here. Let's emphasize this a lot. The function starts with a negative, it faces downward. So, all important concepts, downward, upward, vertex, min, max. Watch the video again over and over until you understand these concepts.